안녕하세요. 타로를 통해 영화를 감상하는 시간 타로무비 오지에 마스터입니다. 타로무비는 한 장의 타로 카드를 통해 타로 카드의 의미를 알아보고 선택한 카드가 제시하는 운명의 영화를 소개해드리도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 오늘 소개해드릴 영화를 위해 타로 카드를 뽑아보겠습니다. 오늘의 카드로 완드 5 카드가 나왔습니다. 완드 5 카드는 작은 어려움과 번거로움을 의미하는 카드로 의견 차이, 싸움, 짜증, 갈등, 혼란스러움, 경쟁을 설명하는 카드입니다. 그럼 의견 차이, 갈등을 뜻하는 완드 5 카드와 어울리는 영화를 소개해드리도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 타로무비에서 소개해드릴 영화는 마이클 포일, 에머리 프레스버거 감독의 검은수선화입니다. 1947년에 개봉된 영화로 영국 고전 영화의 거장이 제작한 영화이며 아카데미 미술상, 아카데미 촬영상을 수상한 영화입니다. 그럼 히말라야 오지에서 선교 활동을 하며 시련과 갈등을 겪은 수녀들을 그린 영화 검은수선화, 지금 같이 보실까요? 영국의 한 작은 수녀원에 편지 한 통이 전달됩니다.
Sita, go and tell Sister Clodagh I wish to speak to her.
원장 수녀는 스코틀랜드 출신의 클로다 수녀를 부르는데요.
Sister Clodagh, we may proceed with our plans at Mopu, and you have been appointed to take charge of St. Faith.
I, Reverend Mother?
You. You will be the youngest Sister Superior in our order.
클로다 수녀는 히말라야산 꼭대기에 위치한 오지마을 모프로 선교 활동을 나가라는 명령을 받게 됩니다.
Is there anything you would like to ask?
Who am I to take with me?
Now let me see. I'll give you Sister Bryony. You'll need her strength.
Thank you, Reverend Mother.
Sister Philippa for the garden. I think you'll need Sister Honey. She's popular, and you'll need to be popular. And Sister Ruth.
But Sister Ruth is ill.
That is why I want her to go.
Forgive me for saying so, Reverend Mother, but do you think our vocation is her vocation?
Never forget we are an order of workers. Work them hard. And remember, the superior of all is a servant of all.
I understand.
그렇게 4명의 수녀와 선교 활동을 떠나게 된 클로다 수녀. 마을에 도착하자마자 큰 난간에 부딪히는데요.
Sister, the schoolroom is overflowing with children. We've nothing unpacked yet. No one understands the language. There are too many of them anyway, and they smell. I don't know what to do with them.
Why don't you tell them to come back later? Start with some of the older ones.
They won't go away, Lemony.
Oh, why not?
They were paid to come, and so they can't go away.
Paid?
Sister, the General's clerk has orders to pay everybody who comes to my dispensary.
이방인을 싫어하는 마을 사람들의 경계심을 풀기 위해 마을 장군은 돈을 풀어 수녀들이 세운 학교와 병원에 몰려들게 한 것이었죠. 하지만 그로 인해 어려움을 겪게 된 클로다 수녀는 모프 담당 대리인 딘을 찾아갑니다.
I'm the General's agent. He welcomes you to Mopu. Understood you wanted to see me.
We want to talk to you on business.
I didn't suppose you want to talk to me on anything else.
그 역시 이방인에 대한 경계심이 강했고
Sorry, perhaps that wasn't fair.
I don't know why you are being so rude to me, Mr. Dean. I have to talk business with you whether I like it or not.
Well, talk it then and don't teach it me. There's no place to put a nunnery, I can tell you that.
Difficult, but not impossible. Nothing is
Is
impossible.
yours a contemplative order? I mean, do you live in meditation or whatever you call it? Do you keep solitude?
Our order isn't in the least like that. We are very busy people.
They're going to open a dispensary, a school for children, and a class for girls.
Good. You'll be doing me a great favor when you begin to educate the local girls, sister.
계속되는 그의 무례한 행동에 화가 난 클로다 수녀.
I have already been told, Mr. Dean, that you do not believe in solitude.
Do you know what the people call this place? The House of Women. The General's father used to keep his ladies here.
From now on, it will be known as the House of St. Faith. Sister, will you have that picture taken down?
I give you till the rains break.
그녀는 딘과 신경전 이후 자신의 무능함을 깨닫게 되는데요.
Dear, dear. Who is it?
Sister Briley, my dispensary is more crowded than ever. This big house to look after. All the unpacking is still to be done, and the plumbing's broken down again. What do you think, Sister? Perhaps Mr. Dean
Certainly not. We can manage without Mr. Dean.
Yes, of course.
자존심 때문에 딘의 도움을 받고 싶지 않았던 클로다 수녀. 하지만 계속되는 고난과 말썽으로 인해 결국 딘의 도움을 받기로 결정합니다.
Please sit down, Mr. Dean. Mr. Dean, Joseph tells us the people are still being paid to come to us.
Ah, the General's a wise man. It's only till it becomes a habit. Let it become a habit for him to come, and they won't remember the time when they didn't. Then gradually he'll leave off paying them. And gradually it'll become a habit with them not to be paid.
그는 클로다 수녀에게 한 가지 당부를 하는데요.
Talking of medicine, Sister Bryony, if you get a bad case, one that seems to you as though it might be dangerous or even serious, don't take it.
But that would be...
It'd be wise. You see, if you got a bad case, and some of your people died, you'd have all the people up against you.
Why?
Well, you must remember they're primitive people and like children, unreasonable children. So remember, I've warned you.
이때
Sister Claire! What has happened, sister?
Sister, they brought in a woman. Our first bad case. She was covered in blood. I had such a time stopping the bleeding. I've never seen bleeding like that before. I didn't know what to do at first, but at last I managed to stop it.
A minute would have fetched Sister Bryony, who would have stopped it at once.
What were you doing there at all? I told you to stay in bed.
I was only trying to consider you, Sister Bryony. Shall I wait?
We are coming in a moment. I think you'd better go back to your room.
도움이 되고 싶었던 루스 수녀는 클로다 수녀의 차가운 말투에 서운함을 느끼고 돌아서는데
Goodbye, sister. I hope your patient does well. Who is she?
It sounded like Samuel, but it couldn't be, could it?
Oh, Samuel. She's a good old soul. One of my best workers. I'm very much obliged to you.
딘의 따뜻한 말에 루스 수녀는 그를 남몰래 사랑하게 되죠. 한편 오지 마을에 온 이후 수녀들은 점점 수녀가 되기 전의 추억을 떠올리며 마음을 잡지 못하고 있었는데요.
This morning in chapel, I suddenly had the feeling you were not with us. I remember things before I joined our order. Things I wanted to forget. I never thought of them until now. I've been 21 years in the order, and now they come back to me. It's this place with its strange atmosphere and new people. Stay with me tonight after chapel and we will pray together. And work, sister. Work hard. Work until you're too tired to think of anything else.
다른 수녀와 달리 흔들리지 않을 것 같았던 클로다 수녀도 과거 행복했던 생활을 떠올리게 됩니다.
Something for you.
For me?
Christmas present. Go on, take it.
God.
그러던 어느 날 마을에 사는 한 여인이 열병으로 죽기 직전에 갓난아이를 데리고 병원을 찾아오는데요.
Pugala, Meneng.
What'd you say, Aya?
Yeah, but give him something.
103. That's not much in a baby, is it? I mean, they go up and down easily, don't they?
Goilo Salo Gogmien.
Senui.
It's been like it 3 days, Lemony. This morning he wouldn't wake, so she brought him.
Let him sleep. Take him home and put him on your bed and let him sleep.
딘의 당부대로 브리오니 수녀는 아이의 치료를 포기합니다.
But there must be something we can do.
The best and kindest thing you can do is to make her go home where she'll be amongst her own people.
Lemony. Lemony, Pugala.
그로부터 며칠 후 아이가 죽자 마을 사람들은 수녀들을 배척하기 시작하죠.
It was my fault. Because I loved him, because I couldn't bear to see him die. I did it, I killed him.
Aya! Aya, how much of this is true?
All true, Lemony. The people are very angry.
We must explain. Somebody must tell them.
마땅히 위기를 극복할 방법이 없던 클로다 수녀는 또다시 딘에게 도움을 요청합니다.
Mr. Dean, do you think it's serious? Don't you think they'll come back?
I'm not trying to frighten you, but I want you to see that it may be serious. I've been down to the village and everything seems quiet enough.
Did they say anything?
Nothing. They listened to me and said nothing. I saw the woman. I drank the stuff that Sister Honey was foolish enough to give her.
You drank it?
I wanted to prove to them that I wouldn't drop down dead. It was only castor oil. Now, none of you must go out of the garden. Try to behave as though nothing had happened.
한편 남몰래 딘을 짝사랑하던 루스 수녀는 수녀원을 떠나기로 결심하는데 창문 밖에서 딘과 클로다 수녀가 다정하게 이야기하는 모습을 보게 되고 이를 오해한 그녀는 클로다 수녀에게 질투심을 느끼게 되는데요.
Do you notice a change in us since we came here?
I notice a change in you.
Am I very different?
Yes.
딘에게 과거 이야기를 꺼내는 클로다 수녀.
When I was a girl, I loved a man. We were children together in Ireland, where I come from, a little place called Inniskelly. I thought, everyone thought, we should marry. But he was ambitious, and I found out he was going to America to his uncle. And he didn't intend to take me. He didn't think he was doing anything wrong. I don't think he ever thought of us marrying. But in a little place like that, and I had shown I loved him, I had to get away first.
And that's why you entered the order? And being you wouldn't go back.
It was a strange way of bringing me in, but God works in strange ways.
Don't take on so, there's a good girl. It'll all blow over. There's nothing really wrong.
Sister Philippa is leaving. And this morning I had a letter from Reverend Mother. Sister Ruth is giving up the order. She has not renewed her vows.
I'm sorry.
And you. Ever since we came here, over all our troubles, it's been, ask Mr. Dean. Ask Mr. Dean.
Look, you must get away from here, all of you, at once.
Run away?
Yes, if you've got any sense.
What, leave all this work like the brothers?
Yes. I told you it was no place to put a nunnery. There's something in the atmosphere that makes everything seem exaggerated. Don't you understand? You must all get away before something happens.
그날 밤 클로다 수녀는 이상한 소리가 나는 루스 수녀의 방을 찾아갑니다.
Sister, do you want me to wake the others?
루스 수녀는 결국 수녀복을 벗고 본 모습을 드러내죠.
You can't order me about. You have nothing to do with me anymore.
I know what you've done. I know that you've left the order. I only want to stop you from doing something you'll be sorry for.
That's what you would like to do. Send me back and shut me up. That's what you would all like to do.
딘을 찾아가는 루스 수녀.
Good evening. Sister Ruth?
I can't stand it any longer. I left the order. I gave up my vows. I finished with them up there.
그녀는 딘에게 자신의 마음을 고백하지만
I love you.
Well, if you do, you can forget about it.
딘은 그녀를 달래 돌려보내려고 하죠.
Look, let me take you back to the palace. It isn't too late. Sister Cloda's your friend. She spoke to me about you last night. She wants to help you.
She hates me. They all hate me. You're the only one that's ever been kind to me.
I've hardly spoken a word to you.
Yes, you have. The first time was when I stopped the old native woman from bleeding to death. You said you were grateful.
Well, whatever I said, it didn't mean a thing. Ever since you came here, you've all gone crazy. Well, drive one another crazy, but leave me out of it. Go and talk to Sister Cloda. She brought you here. She can get you back again.
Sister Cloda, Sister Cloda. Do you know what she says about you?
Well, whatever she said, it was true.
You said that because you love her.
I don't love anyone.
루스 수녀는 딘이 클로다 수녀를 마음에 두고 있어 자신을 밀어내는 것이라고 확신합니다. 한편 클로다 수녀는 아침 종을 치기 위해 종각으로 가고 있었죠. 질투심에 사로잡힌 루스 수녀는 결국 클로다 수녀를 죽이기로 결심하는데 그만 발을 헛디뎌 자신이 죽게 됩니다. 결국 이 일로 수녀회는 선교 활동을 포기하고 마을을 떠나기로 결정하죠. 디는 떠나는 클로다 수녀를 찾아와 마지막 인사를 건넵니다.
You said you'd give us till the rains break.
They haven't broken yet. What will they do with you down there?
I shall be sent to another convent with less responsibility. I shall be superseded as sister in charge.
Will you be able to stomach that? A stiff-necked, obstinate creature like you?
It's what I need. I expect I shall have to remind myself of it 100 times a day. I can't change in a minute like the young general. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
그렇게 서로의 입장을 이해한 두 사람이 헤어지며 영화는 끝이 납니다. 히말라야 오지에서 선교 활동을 하며 시련과 갈등을 겪는 수녀들을 그린 이야기, 영화 검은수선화였습니다.